Hello and welcome to the second day of Team Fortress TV's coverage of the French Cup. Got a couple of playoff games for you today. I think we've got the final later on. I am Antimation. I'm joined by Tob.
Hello.
And
Yes.
first game we have today, it's a battle of two maps of the Process players and Badlands miners, as far as I can remember.
Yes. Correct. Yeah.
And
maps for today are Process, Granary, Metal, if I remember correctly.
yep.
Yeah.
So one team does get to play after their namesake. No Badlands. I don't know if it's in this cup or not, but it is not. Unlucky for them. But any of these players, any of these names mean anything to you, Tob?
I recognize a lot of names. Shay, I play against Shays every now and then, like mixes. I'm pretty sure Shay might be Div 1 at the moment. Sia as well was Div 2, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, like Alien, Prem, Leonhardt, I see a lot as well. Of course, Olga, the classic the Pyro player from back in the day. Patchouli, Kuna, Elkir. Those are all like names that I'm familiar with. A couple names that we don't recognize. I'm personally not familiar with Lud, but I assume maybe the more people know that person. I'm not sure. W and Mingo, I'm not familiar with totally, but I mean they might be in still like mid or something. I'm not sure exactly.
Yeah, I think this tournament is fairly interesting. You've got quite a few players from all different areas of experience. So obviously, several Prem players in this tournament, all the way off to a couple of fresh meat and low and open players. I think W is fresh meat, just came out of fresh meat, and a couple of players just coming out of low and open. Like I think Mingo was lower open last season as well. So really nice to see sort of a bit of a wide area of skill levels.
Seems like we're starting.
Yeah. So map 1, Process, with Process Express versus the Badlands Miners.
Let's see. I'll look at Kuna at the start, I guess. Probably very standard mid for him. Spamming some pipes.
Goes for the lock and load. Bit of a new weapon used a little bit more commonly recently. It's getting a nice amount of spam. Players start jumping over the point. Soldier's going to get a little bit caught out here, but no, it's the other way around. And Process seem to be wiping up on their home map.
It's kind of interesting. Red seemed to, like the miners, had the advantage at the start for sure. They had the high ground, but Blue guys just, like I think PZ was, like lived on 1 HP. Leonhardt actually just got wiped. But yeah, they took the ground very early on, but Blue just happened to do so much damage that they just couldn't capitalize and not hold the high ground, and they just got rolled.
Process fairly happy to hold on to mid now. They're going to have the off class of a sniper. I think Leonard, their medic, brought down to single digit health there from the spam that really prevented them walking onto second there. Start pushing into this IT sort of area.
W got caught in sewer, it seems.
Yes, now we're gonna start seeing what this sniper on Shay can do. Having a bit of a pick. Getting a little bit spammed out. Does spot out Olga, but Olga, he's a bit of a slippery snake. He's gonna manage to remain unshot.
Alien does seem to want to pick this aggressively. Guys want spam, yeah.
Ooh, I have to eat my words as Olga finally gets took down. This sniper doing bits gets W as well. That's 3 players down, and that's going to start their push onto the second point.
Yeah, they almost lost their medic and scout as well. It was almost only Kuna left. Kuna was the only one with the buff, the rest were like almost single digits.
Alien getting a lot of spam towards Elkir. Elkir is staying alive fairly well.
Oh,
they actually, yeah, they get forced. Don't seem to be getting too much from it though. Gonna try their best to find something. Soldiers in the skybox will get took out. Shay with this sniper being very effective.
Yeah, does seem like their sniper kind of hindered them with the force. They couldn't really take a team fight with a better Uber because of their sniper. But I think they're gonna switch off now, right? Yeah, they switched off classes with the spawner, so now they have 2 scouts again.
Full advantage as well.
Yes, should be kind of straightforward. Like probably go 3 or 4.
Alien walking in for sentry gun is just built. Took down immediately. This right hand side just took over by process. They're going to start looking at the point. The frags are going the other way. Sia trying to make a case for the side, and it's just Kuna left. Gets a nice pipe.
This is dangerous. 1 pipe and ooh, very nice.
Very nice play from Kuna there. It's a Div 1 demo main, and you can really see why, to be honest. Question is, can Badlands push out of this? That is going down a little bit late.
Yeah, they seemed very careful about pushing it in. They waited a bit because Lud was alive. Maybe they were threatened by a backup opportunity, but oh, and it seemed, oh no, this is going very wrong. The medic already died.
A bit of a tug of war at the moment. Frag's going either way, but the big one, Elkir, Badlands medic, took down. That's going to be an end to that fight, and that's going to be substantial Uber advantage onto the side of process.
Well, once again, big advantage for blue. It seems like Alien is looking to go for 3 again. Just wants to walk it in probably the same as he did last time. Yep, does look like it. They used early, which they probably could have milked a bit longer, but doesn't matter that much. And they get cap time. The blocks are decent enough.
A decent amount of time on the point. Elkir goes down again, but this last is holding up fairly well. A little bit of a slow strangle, and they do actually get the point.
They did well at the soldiers block, but both of the soldiers were 40 HP. Elkir died, they can get healed up, and both of the blue scouts stayed alive. So then they just cut the heals on their scouts and just run at them. Very hard to deal with.
Process fairly in control of this first map so far. Let's see if Badlands can change up the play.
They've got the home turf advantage. Ooh, Luna dies early. Trading it back, but that doesn't help that much. Losing a soldier for a soldier.
Mid-fight is going to go the way of process. Again. Don't think they'll be too keen to push out of this yet. Kuna will be spawning back with the Badlands players. Trying to get some area towards choke. Do you think we're going to see more of Shay's sniper, or how do you think this stalemate's going to be broken?
It seems like they're taking space in IT right now, so I guess they just want to kill a flank player. But Chuli is already low, but they lose Sia. The clan tag, well, I mean, I guess the cup tag is throwing me off. I keep reading players' names as Express instead.
Uber's traded out now from both sides. See who has the better Uber. Elkir sent into the skybox actually, and he will get took down.
Yeah, not much you can do against that.
It's gonna be free picks actually for the process. Yeah, it does get took down, but Kuna will also get took down. That's a very late demo man.
Yeah, it's sadly not a very influential kill to get. Not gonna salvage much just by killing a soldier. It isn't that big of a disset though. It's only like, I mean, 35-ish. I think if they can hold this off, they can get the Uber. They are, however, kind of prepared for the Uber at being used. They just have a heavy in nest, so I guess they're not trying to hard build. They assume that the Uber's gonna go in fast. Maybe they think the ad is way bigger. I think if they had built, they probably can actually get this. But yeah, now they have like an even bigger disadvantage because they weren't building.
But will come in. Sniper not really getting anything on this last defense so far. So many of these players are going to be standing really close together, meaning Alien can do quite a lot of damage. They're just pressured away from the point there, and that's the second round for Process Express.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to the soldiers. There were stickies on point still, but the scouts had like a bit of free space on the point still to play it. Now, there was no more block and no more stickies to kill them, so they just kind of kept it for kind of free.
I think Patch was behind trying to do something, trying to go for the hero play. Didn't quite work out though. Easy chipped quite hard in this mid fight. Leonard goes down as well. Big damage from Kuna again.
This is looking way better.
This could be the turn of the fight.
Yeah, Lud is still behind. They'll clean up. Oh, this Shade trades back, nice. Oh, lucky. Good attempt from Lud. From what I saw, it looked like Lud was just gonna die for nothing, but definitely took the space created by Shay to have a nice attempt. Sadly, still got killed by the lock and load.
Big advantage for Elke, and now really not helped because of Leonard not having that many people to heal at the start. Process Express trying in some form to hold on to the second point, but it really is not going their way. Two of their players go into the respawn queue.
They even tried to commit even further to kill Patch, who was on 25 HP, but yeah, that's not gonna cut it anymore at that point.
Cuba comes in.
Oh, PZ's caught as well. Tries to be the sacrificial lamb, but... Oh, I mean, very well played from the miners, their first comeback round.
So getting a bit to these mid fights who can keep hold of their medic. I guess that is how 6 is normally played. But so far, yeah, whoever's lost their medic as mid has generally lost a round eventually.
Badlands miners went very aggressive, even like they had both of their soldiers plus Kuna across point. Doesn't seem to have worked out. So they did get like a good rocket on Alien who served it to choke. Maybe a bit unfortunate that they didn't get the demo kill in the end, but I don't think it was worth losing 3-4, maybe a potential demo frag.
Push comes in, Sia jumping maybe a little bit too far, and will regret that quite highly. Badlands actually have a spy, the sneaky gamer, and he's out of spawn.
Let's take a look where he's
Do
going.
anything.
Lower lobby seems to go in. Just waiting. I also noticed Alkir wasn't really healing. They had like 25 disads, didn't end up mattering, luckily. But had they known, maybe they could have run a scout at Alkir before he got over. But seemed to be fine. They didn't really. Oh wait, this is. I didn't notice the other spy. They just, yeah, this is a very funny view. Like they're just standing next to each other.
Both spies both running Cloak and Dagger. They need there a little bit of rest and relaxation, charging that watch up. Patch actually coming back to spawn and will be spotted by Zia.
I think they might know that there's a blue spy as well. The second the red spy decloaked, the red players were spy checking, so I think they already know there's another spy. Yeah, they know. The spy checked while he was trying to get in as well, so they knew about the other spy.
Oh, big drops.
Oh no.
Leonhard going down here. That's surely going to prompt a repush.
They probably have to wait for the spawners though. They know there's a spy on last, so I don't think they can go until they find the spy and get the respawners. Sia still being sneaky, didn't get found out. Took some damage though, so might have taken a shotgun shot from the NG or something. Seems to be a rocket from Spam then.
Uber used by the red team on this push out. Patch going all the way behind.
It's a backup play. Very well played actually. The second they push out, Scout and Soldier rush in while the sentry is zapped. The Soldier was still in spawn, I think, so the NG was just alone defending point. Just very well played.
That's process 3-1 up. I'd assume it's their map pick. Be quite amusing if it wasn't. Now we go on to mid number 4. A lot of ground took up by Kuna on this right side, really meeting the medic head on.
Oh, Leon goes down instantly. They lose Kuna for it though, so they have to be careful. They have to stay on the beam. It seems like, yeah, they're all just bunched up on the right there.
Surely this will be a game of protect your medic from Badlands miners.
Shay is looking to spawn camp Kuna from rolling out. Kuna might just wait until second is capped as well. Kuna actually spawned on last, and he's just waiting, like he's taking it so slowly walking out. So they definitely know Shay is going for the spawn camp.
Soldier actually coming back to protect his demo. They'll force Shay away. And in the meantime, they'll cap process the second.
Oh, she still gets Kuna. Kuna is looking but didn't realize where the scout exactly was and just gets one shot from sticky jumping and then just taking a mid shot.
It's gonna slow the push down a little bit. One scout behind and the lack of demo. They're actually spawning in mid right now. He's gonna have to be careful. Whose soldiers actually tried to protect him.
She still
managed to get out. President is saved so far.
Fetch is going all the way behind to chase Shay. Not sure if that's a smart thing to do, but oh well, if it works, I guess.
While this has happened, Uber advantage has fully equalized, so Shay doing a really good job.
Yes. Oh, Shay goes in. Oh, Kaskuna again. Till the soldier gets out alive. That is a very nice play. Just is an annoying little mosquito behind, and it just kills the people coming back to last, staying alive.
Gonna start the repush now. Soldier jumping in quite high, and Badlands players, they just don't want any of it. They're just gonna walk out.
Yeah, seems like we're stalemating here again though. They got the forward spawn, so they should be fine. Kuna is coming here, sticking the choke up, so they definitely have the presence to hold mid and just stalemate from this point on. Seems like an ID play again. Both soldier here plus the scout, they're very aggressive here. Patch is in lobby actually. W is trying to go for something on point. Oh, they're gonna lose two here. They're gonna lose both soldiers. Patch already down. They don't find W anymore. I don't think they see W. They don't understand that he's blind points.
W gets the two really nice rockets.
Wow. Oh, W should not have been alive for that, but it's very well played. They just couldn't find him anymore. And the Lucia, they get the force though, but they're gonna lose their demo as well. Alien's definitely gonna die.
Finally goes down PZ down as well. This is 3 picks for the Badlands team. Gonna cap second instantly, trying to take this to the last sentry. Only level 1. Demo's on the point. Hits some really nice pipes. Just sentry left and it can't do anything.
Yeah, just nice cleanup. And, they definitely lost way too many players there. Losing Alien plus PZ for the force. PZ probably could have gotten out alive, but kind of stayed around the rollouts. Spamming rockets at scouts, chasing them. Either
Is
way,
it
was
me, or in this tournament, does everyone just seem to want to play Spy? Like, regardless of what class they are on, they're trying to get behind, they're trying to go for the sneaky back plays.
It feels like home, right? Just playing the Frenchman.
Mid-fight coming in again, and it's a bit of a bomb. Big damage from these red soldiers. They've got a lot of people down. The cleanup starting to come in, and it's just Che and his medic left to run for process.
They want to go back in here. Not sure exactly. If they have Uber, maybe, but like that was Oh wait. Oh, they're stuck behind. Oh no, this is very bad.
Trying to go in. Won't get anything, and in the meantime, Elkir dies. 98% Uber. Gonna allow process to find their medic again. They're trying their best to get the Uber force out eventually. We'll get it, but they will give up mid-fight for this.
Interesting turn of events, I guess. Did not expect that to go their way, but you know, they made it work very well. Uber's about equal though. Doesn't really matter that much in the end, I guess. They did get 1 point of it.
See it still trying to go in, trying to pressure the second point. They are 1 round down. They do need to move slightly.
Leon's gonna go down here. Yes, seems
Leon
like he will.
and Alien go down. But the health is not too amazing on the Badlands minus. It's just Elkir left.
Oh. Nice cleanup.
If
The
they're quick
soldiers
about it.
Yeah.
Good to be
Get this
around.
They should probably win this. They don't have full HP, but they should be able to do this. Oh, there's a heavy though. If they don't kill the heavy fast, this is gonna be bad. It does seem like the heavy does enough to stop it, yes.
I thought they could have possibly got that. The heavy walking out of spawn, he's so slow to
Yeah,
get
for sure.
anywhere quickly. It's
Yeah.
just the scout jumps off point there to try and go for the soldier in the air. Because of that, heavy is allowed to get in
if
position.
all three shoot the soldier, they definitely have won that. But I guess the calls were split and they shot the heavy and the soldier, so they didn't do enough damage to either. Leon low again. Patch wants to commit for it. Instead tries to go for Alien.
Can't quite get it though. Lose a second soldier as well.
Oh yeah, they should be able to walk in here now. Express should be able to just take the space. They don't have any soldiers to bomb them anymore.
Big Uber advantage on the side of blue at the moment. They are going to use Elkir in a little bit of hot water at the moment. Will go down. Now it's just Olga trying to survive. Patch with a big rocket,
Nice.
killing his assailants, and the no U card has come out. Process hunters become the hunted. Leonard will go down.
They lost a scout and a soldier early on, and I think they got kind of overzealous trying to chase into rollouts. Just in a tiny little room in rollouts, they just got spammed by the rockets plus the scouts they were trying to chase.
Okay, actually considering the crit streak there, but will decide to go Stark, and that's kind of evened things out a little bit. Okay, actually going back to the sniper class that has worked so well in the past. The team don't really have to do that much. You can just sort of stand there and wait for things to happen. A couple of pot shots, but not quite lining up. W quite far in, and they'll actually have to leave second from this.
Yeah, losing a player plus being on sniper there is very rough to still hold. Yeah, W was very far in, kind of on himself, but I guess they just didn't get the damage on him. Sniper missed a shot or something, and W kind of just gets to stay there. They don't have
Offensive
Uber,
classes are in. We have a heavy, we have a sniper who has just changed back. Actually, they're switching off to engineer. How does this happen? First, Sack comes in. Not that successful, to be honest. Now we have a little bit of weight.
Yeah, definitely a bigger fan of the setup though. In an equal Uber, you definitely should have a sentry. I don't mind having a sniper heavy on last, but usually that's not really a thing that you rely on in equal Uber situations. You kind of want the sentry to be able to look over your medic.
Interestingly, Badlands electing not to go on the off-class here. They're just going to start walking in, trying to get something. We'll get the engineer and the sentry down. Both Ubers forced Che, narrowly avoiding killing Kuna there. Now they can start playing the high ground, start locking out these spawns. They're getting so much time on the point.
Still have the numbers and the damage. Yeah, Patch's bomb just kind of cleans them up. Well played from them. And we're equal now. It's definitely an interesting match.
8 minutes to go, and it's anyone's game. It's almost as if the game started now. Badlands definitely with the forward momentum at the moment.
Yeah. So far in the mid fight, it looks like the team that goes aggressive first kind of dies, at least from what I've seen. But let's see what happens. W goes aggressive first, Patch then also goes in. They lose their both soldiers. Oh, but
Everyone is so bunched up
so
though.
low.
Demo doing such big damage numbers.
The aggression does seem to work this time. Sia goes down as well, but trying to stall them.
Guna sitting in choke on his own against the whole team, just firing these lock and load pipes.
It is incredibly scary to just see like a lock and load pipe flying through choke at you.
They're actually gonna get Alien off this, trading with Olga. But
That should be
definitely
nice.
Scout for Demo, you'll take that every day.
Yes. Mega try to take some space, gets pressured out, but Patch is also there now. And they
But
kind of
you
want to walk it
jumping in, he spotted his targets, can only get one soldier.
Oh, Kuna gets dropped, unlucky. Kuna tried to walk it in choke, but Kuna was completely alone, so Alkir kinda didn't get the beam on him in time, didn't have a scout to run him at Kuna.
Elke gets caught off again though, he's gonna fall.
Oh.
Kuna not in this fight, he's just spawned as well. But a little bit of a rat round at the moment in IT that's gonna slow down this push, but it will cost one scout's life.
Yeah, they can definitely look to sack one more player. W is very far in though and is not looking... Oh, just wanted to spam. I guess he didn't want to sack, but just was way too far forward. Oh, but
Kind
the
of
others...
a bit of a distraction. It's gonna allow Patch to get in, take down this medic.
Not sure where Patch came from, maybe he jumped from IT or something, but very well played from him.
He jumped behind from Choke.
Oh.
But now they have to protect Elke. Alien going in will get took down. And we'll see her.
Leon's not healing on Road, so right now this
Oh, they
could
took down
be
Elke?
fine. Yeah, they bombed him in sewer, I'm pretty sure. In the end, it's not a big deal, as long as Elkir can start healing in a bit. They have a slide this out. They probably go up mid again. W is
Just-
trying to go in for the medic, but isn't gonna get it.
They're doing a good job of protecting his medic at the moment.
Yes.
It's gonna force Badline boners out. Obviously, losing your medic, you need to send a soldier or a scout back to come and pick him up, and that's gonna force the mid into a 4v6. Process actually trying to walk forward, trying to claim a lot of space here, and they are going to force out Badline miners. They don't want to wipe at such a crucial time. Bit of Uber advantage on the side of the Process, but they'd need to be very quick now. They'd need to go in straight away. And they do. Going straight in, Alien leading the charge. Can't quite get too close to the medic, but Uber is now out on the red side. Medic bottle to the face, and now it's just 3 left.
Seems
He
like
took
Alien's
down.
gonna go down here as well. Yes, alright, very good cleanup from them. Lid is alive, but on mid isn't gonna do much, just gonna wait for the spawns. And they probably will be having to give up mid as well here. Yeah, they got denied way too much. They have She in the forward spawn though, they might have a hero shot opportunity. Nice
He has
shot
a
on Olga.
scout.
Oh,
Can't quite
seems all-
line up on the soldier.
That's the back spawn now, yeah.
Nice try, nonetheless. Sia walking forward, trying to get something. Might not be the best decision. Lud staying in as well. Will lose his
Alien
life.
jumping in. They definitely want to fight to do that. And they seems to be kind of working out for them.
But what a bomb by by W. There's so much damage. Surely that was about 500 damage.
Oh,
All the
W
two
wants
rockets.
to chase with the Minecraft play on Alien, but suddenly gets body shot by the sniper. Yes, very well played. Shay's still on sniper, they have to play this passively. Olga will probably get the mid cap of this, unless Alien kills him now.
Blood behind, actually.
Oh, doesn't get a kill. Could have
Olga
been
wins
anything.
this.
Ooh,
Ooh, nice
that's
shot.
second time now. He's got 2 kills, they've both been Olga, but they've been nice shots so far.
Just jumping in behind as well. Should be took out. At the moment, after all is said and done, it's mid-fight to Process and slight Uber advantage.
Headshot on Kuna, doesn't kill him, but getting arrowed up.
Sniper doing quite a lot of work. Soldier in the air, straight on the medic.
Leon,
Can't
very
quite
low.
get anything. Che kills the medic with a really nice shot. Hits Olga as well.
Oh no, just W alive doesn't seem like it's gonna be too much. Maybe get Sia? Get Sia at least, but I don't think that's gonna be enough. Other soldiers in. If he actually gets both soldiers here, that'd be unlucky. That could have been very strong actually.
Patch versus everyone who
Gets body
instantly
shots. Yeah, just tries to jump in, got body shots, didn't even reach the point.
That's Process. We're back in the lead again. 2 minutes left. It's still possible, but Badlands Miners, they're gonna have an amazing round.
Yeah, this mid fight's incredibly important. Definitely is a. If Blue wins this decisively, then this is definitely the map here.
Sia getting piped for his troubles. Everyone's still standing in this choke again. Kuna able to walk forwards. A lot of damage dealt to Process Express, but they're just gonna leave.
Very well played.
6 people.
They stood a bit too much at the rock and they took all the spam. Like Patch was just spamming rockets at the demo and the medic. They were like all elf HP. Very well played from them. Blue just had no space to gain anymore. Had too many players in up HP.
1 minute left. W doing his best to get onto Leon. Goes down to 50 HP. Can't quite get anything.
Yeah, got him 2 rockets I think. Just not enough sadly, damage wise, but nice attempt nonetheless.
Patch going for a player's moment. Elkit jumping it in. Uber used out. In the background, Sia is gonna fall. But Uber trade favoring Process Express. They're gonna actually start leaving at the moment. They know they've only got 40 seconds left of this match. You know, going down very low.
Definitely the smart play. The fight was very hard to take because they didn't have much space anymore on points. They just had to fall back to 1. So definitely very good from them to leave.
Kuna and Elkir going down. Their crucial picks. Desperation a bit on the side of Badlands as all of their players are just gonna walk in and get mulched. Only Mingo left. 20 seconds. Surely this is game.
Yeah, they're not even gonna push out anymore. Mingo can't do anything here, but he's gonna try at least. He's gotta. It's going 5, running in, and there's a sentry. Unfortunate, nice attempts. Someone switched to engineer class.
Can he get anything? No, he can't. Time goes down.
GG,
and the winners on Process. Our Process.
Home turf advantage.
Turf advantage.
Yeah, maybe because you mentioned it earlier, I do wonder if they'd been picking Process the entire cup already. Like maybe they are trying to like always play Process every single time. That'd be funny.
Do we know whose map Process actually was? Do not. Yeah, that is first round over to Process Express. It was fairly well played from both teams, wouldn't you say? Badlands coming back a little bit in the middle, but unfortunately not going their way at the end. Actually, go over to some logs. Anybody standing out for you, Top?
Well, because I'm on ad break right now, so I cannot see them just yet. I'm gonna open it in logs.tf. Let's see. Oh, well, Shay, of course, definitely very, very strong performance. Almost gets 40 kills, like 38 in 9, 300 TPM. Kuna with a lot of damage, gets the top damage. Decent stats, to be honest, for a demo man, but just not enough. Shay definitely carrying the team on his back. Gets 8 kills, 0 that's a sniper as well. It's almost 60 accuracy on snipers, honestly, like a lot. So yeah, definitely Shay carrying the brunt of the team.
334 DPM on the scout. It's a little bit insane. Olga slightly trailing that on 290.
Actually, yeah, now that you mention it, Olga definitely doesn't have bad stats himself. Almost gets like double his stats in kills. So it's definitely. It's not like they're getting stomped, right? They're definitely putting up the numbers to fight. And I mean, the scores in the end still show it's like they lose the map, but they were on the last of Process Express. So it's not like they were getting rolled in any capacity. Like they were putting up a fight until the last seconds.
One of the stats I'd like to mention on the screen at the moment, we can see Leonhard, the medic for Process, 11 Ubers. He died more. I think he died about 14 times in the game, but still outputting more Ubers. Which I think maybe a bit of a sway on the last map. I think keeping your medic alive at those crucial parts of the game, especially in a game like this where medics drop like flies, I think that would definitely help them on Process.
Yes, for sure. It's very hard to take anything from like just these like stats, medic stats sometimes. I do notice that Leon had 4 deaths after charge. Alkir still also has 2, but it does seem like they had at least 4 Ubers where in the end they just got collapsed upon in the end regardless. Though they made it work still. They won the map. You can't really say that there was a big mistake in that regard.
Now going to Granary here. This is a map that's definitely going to favour Badlands in their way of playing with that aggression at the start. It's a map where normally your medic tends to die in the first couple of seconds as soon as these soldiers enter the skybox. I think Process change the way they're playing into this game and try and go for something more aggressive, or do you think they keep on these semi-passive mids, certainly more passive than Badlands are doing at the moment?
Not sure exactly. I mean, in general, the way you play Granary is a bit different. Not that much compared to other mids, but you definitely are looking for that soldier aggression. So I think both teams probably are going to be more aggressive either way. I'm not sure if there's going to be like a noticeable difference, I guess, in the increase in aggressiveness. I just think it's definitely going to be on both teams to have good soldier bombs. I've been noticing that W's been jumping in a lot, oftentimes though without the proper like setup from Steam kind of goes in a bit too aggressive. So if W can get like a good bomb in with Team being able to follow up on it, then they should definitely be fine.
Definitely. I think both demo men will very much enjoy this map. Quite a nice map for demo men. Also, quite a nice map for some of these spy plays, not necessarily on spy, but getting these scouts behind these little rat scouts and having soldiers in dumb little lampposts and stuff.
Yeah.
Expect to see that a little bit more than we did on Process.
Yeah, I also expect the Shea Snapper to definitely come out again, like on any loss, to be honest, probably defensively and offensively.
It looks like we are readying up here. Map 2. Process in the lead at the moment. If they convert this, they are off to the next round of games. If they can make it 2-0, or will Badlands come back into their series?
I'm gonna look at W at the start. Let's see what W is trying to do here. Because I definitely, I'm trying to see if W can get some good bombs in. Definitely wants to bomb in a lot on Process, so definitely jumps on the medic still.
Soldier instantly onto the demo, taking down Alien Smiley. Elkir soon to follow as well. And it's a full wipe by Process. Bringing out a lot more aggression that we've been seeing on the last map. And keeping your medic alive on this map, massively important. They're going to get second and probably last off this.
Yeah, Leon surviving on like less than 20 HP, like 17 HP or something. Definitely got a bit lucky there. Definitely could have been cleaned up. But they just ran across point on the mid fights. They had everyone just run across instantly. Not a common strat on the Granary mids, but it works out very well for them. And we might have a pause.
Is we have a pause. This map going down very much in Process's favor at the moment. Off classes of the sniper and the heavy on the side of Badlands. It's a bit of a hard last to hold. You don't really have too much high ground apart from these two pipes to really protect yourself on, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. They Let's look. Do they have any sticky traps right now? Oh, they have sticky to right shutter and they're sniping on the left side. So I guess they get a force instantly, but it's still gonna be very, very rough. If they get jumped on the pipes, then yeah, they're gonna lose players instantly. I do like the setup they have, like looking at the left with the sniper to instantly force and having the sticky trap on right. Definitely good coordination to cover both the angles.
Elkia and the Heavy, I guess, bit of a disadvantage on this hole. They should be jumped on fairly quickly. They're going to have to, well, it's going to be a difficult task for both of them to sort of get out and rotate. Nowhere near Uber at the moment.
Yes, for sure. I'm not sure where you even rotate to. I guess you rotate to your demo on the right side if they Uber in fast now. Because I've with just Olga on the left side, I'm pretty sure if you jump down there with your heavy, you're gonna die instantly from the bombs. So I think you just have to weather the storm.
Normally you'd see one of the soldiers on this left pipe at the moment, but obviously currently respawning traded with Sia, which means maybe they'll have a little bit more area on top to be able to do something. I know, what's his name? Olga is holding that sort of area with his sniper.
Yeah. I've noticed that Alien definitely is trying to look for the place. So the way he's looking right now, it does seem like he's walking towards the left shutter from his perspective, and is gonna meet the trap. I think that's what they're gonna go for, but I'm not sure exactly yet, because they're moving around. I also wanted to mention, because I mentioned earlier, I definitely expect to see the Shay sniper. I don't want to take away anything from the Olga sniper. Olga is definitely capable, though I do feel that on the server, from the scouts, Shay definitely has an advantage when it comes to sniping. It's going to be very hard to counter-snipe Shay, considering the sniper DM that we've seen earlier in process. So if this doesn't work out for them, I'm pretty sure Express is going to switch to a sniper.
Yeah, definitely. The moment, though, definitely favoring conversion on this map to process. Still wait for the pause. Going on for a little while now. Probably have happened just after this last push, so we should be seeing the results of it very soon. Have so winning this round of the tournament, I think this takes you into, I think it's semis or is it finals? Not quite sure on this end.
Hold on, let me see the overview. So right now, hold on, it is not opening in the bracket itself.
Yeah, at the moment, whoever wins this round goes on to looks like upper bracket final against the winner of Granary and Mana Ghosts.
Yes, well, we can talk about those rosters, I guess. Let's take a look. Granary Farmers, yes, Granary Farmers and the Manor Ghosts. I'm not gonna spoil any scores if there are any on the page, but let's just take a look at the players and see what they are. So the Granary Farmers, that's Sosok, not a name I exactly know, Brujman, MH3, Puput, Purfu, and Amarok. And then on Manor Ghost we have Tonton, Impo, Neo, Spolios, Pibu, and Delhi. Which, I mean, some strong names on there. Definitely like Delhi, Neo, Impo on one team looks like kind of a powerhouse. And of course you've got Amarok, Brujman. I'm pretty sure MH3 has also been around for quite a while in competitive. Probably played at a high level simply because I recognize the name. He's played in higher divisions. Tonton from Mana Ghost, definitely a medic as far as I can tell. Definitely like not a weak medic in any way, though in the cup I don't think it matters that much. I'd favor Mana Ghost, to be honest, but we'll see how that turns out. Maybe Dumptum is casting that one. I'm not sure exactly.
Yeah, I believe he is at the moment. Not sure quite how it's going for them.
Yeah. All right. So stream can hear me now. I kind of want to hear your guys' thoughts. If you had to do a draft in this tournament, would you go for like some really high-end players and then have to pick some really low-end players as well, or would you try to balance it out more?
Well, I think a couple of weeks ago, I was commentating on a tournament that had a very similar sort of style pick choice to this one, where obviously players had sort of values, and you had to pick players with those sort of values.
Was that the Sub-Base Cup or Sub-Base Entropy?
I think it was called the Zilla Cup. It was a mixed groups. Yeah, I think it was Sia was in that one as well, possibly PZ as well. But yeah, I think some of the teams that won were taking advantage of sort of players that are a little bit priced wrong, and they'd sort of try and go for the really expensive players first, and then sort of sort the team out with a bit lesser players. So I'd sort of think that strategy would be quite good. Then again, that tournament did allow trading between teams after the draft was picked, and I'm not sure if this one does. So that kind of impacts that strategy.
I don't believe it did. I'm not sure. I read up on the TFTV post and stuff. I assume there was no trading involved, but
Yeah.
I could be wrong. Okay. Doesn't seem like there was then. Yeah, I'm not sure actually exactly how I pick something like that. I think a couple of years ago we did do Fantasy TF2 in TF2L. I made a team back then. I don't think I did very well. I'm not exactly sure. I think the way I picked then was I didn't exactly take the higher priced players. I looked for a bit of more of balance. Like take a good soldier with like a bit of less like price, and then just look for just a bit of balance, I guess.
Yeah, I kind of like that outlook because usually the players in the middle, someone's going to be priced wrong, so you can kind of find bargains in there. Whereas
Yeah.
like everyone knows who like the big top players are and how good they are, so they're probably evaluated correctly. Whereas you can probably find someone in the middle that might be a little bit better than what whoever made the list thinks.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there were like at least like one or two names. I think the soldiers. I think maybe like captain was like very high priced, and then like one of like a soldier that was really good was like kind of low priced, so it was like 500 less or something. So I took that one. It's been a couple of years, don't remember, but there definitely is like some strategies involved in that regard. As far as like you, of course in TF2 as well, because you can kind of wait it out for your medic usually and pick a lower value medic. Usually doesn't hurt you that much, so you can invest higher into other players or look for a balance because you save some money on your medic.
Yeah, it is worth mentioning that people had different prices depending on the class that they were going to play, and that was also a thing that really came into the Fantasy TF2 one, where you kind of expect a roaming soldier to score lower and get you fewer points, even though he's better than the pocket soldier, right? So like it doesn't matter if Silentis is better than Poppy. Poppy's going to get more points because he gets more heals and has a different role in the team. You know, just to give an
Yeah.
example. So it wasn't just skill; it was also just what's your expected return. And I think it's a similar dynamic in this tournament where I've noticed that most of these teams have an experienced demo man, and then they have like a decent guy on medic as well, because those are just really important roles to have filled out where you only have one of them, whereas you can get away
Yeah.
with having a bad soldier scout.
I do have to say, I do feel like France has a lot of very good medics. So like in this cup, like all of the medics basically that you can pick are like decent. There aren't like no real like standout players that I'm like, oh, this is like not a good pick on medic. Oh, they seem to have started again. Let's
Yeah.
see what happens.
Hubert brought in very quickly. Sticky Trap is going to fail. Kuna going down instantly. A lot of positioning on the side of Process, but they're gonna start refighting this. But no, Soldier on the point. PZ is just gonna deny. Very nice, very quick round by Process Express.
It's been a couple minutes, but I guess I was right. And the Alien was definitely calling for that left side push because he was eyeing that shutter door very intensely.
Alien going down very low on this rollout, and
Very
Kuna
well
is going to
played.
take him down.
You take that every day. Yeah, they have to leave instantly. There's no recovering from that.
A bit of an unfortunate one. Sia trying to salvage. Actually gets a double kill here. Kuna and Olga. Maybe now they can start walking in. W going down as well. And this mid has gone horribly wrong for the Badlands. Mind us.
Good question, actually. HUD reload scheme does not fix the HUD exactly for me because of the pause. What was it again to fix it?
Oh, I just clicked retry and just rejoined the server.
And this is where they ask for the pause. Let's see what happens. Seems like Alien was the one disconnecting. Alright, I'm gonna retry real quick.
W walking in, leading the charge into this midpoint. They're going to try and go for it while this demo is respawning. A little bit of a low blow, but it's still going to get them this midpoint. We're actually going all the way behind, and the charge is just leading them in. Alien caught out on his own is actually going to win the 1v1. Medic gets out. There's currently only 5 people in the server at the moment for the side of Process. They'll finally get the right player. Sometimes joins the wrong team, but while this is happening, Badlands, they start their push into last. Uber's used. Now they're just standing on point at the moment. A lot of space gained, but the repush starting to happen from Process. They count down Elkir, they take down Kuna. Olga, last man standing, kills one soldier. He's on a 6k at the moment. Can he win this? Unfortunately not for him. Blood takes him down, the new spawner.
Nice attempt. To me, it felt tempting to just shoot a sticky from the point and try to cap it while their demo is reloading, but yeah, I don't think there was any way for Olga to win that unless two-shotting the entire team.
Gave it his absolute best, but not quite there.
Let's see, it's not a big difference in the Ubers, like 20-ish%, so this should still be a stalemate, and they're gonna look for a second. Actually, she goes by Sniper, alright. There we go.
I think one thing I'd like to touch on while we're in a bit of a pause is, you said earlier about there not being a bad medic in this tournament. I think with sort of the way the French scene is in TF2, everyone is like fairly close, everyone seems to sort of know each other and play with each other quite a bit. As actually Badlands, they start walking in, interrupting my point. Gonna get the sentry gun instantly. Kuna piping down Beezy.
Does seem like they are maybe holding this. Yes, the Uber is used for it, but they do hold convincingly. They lose Beezy, and they're trying to switch off from heavy, so I guess they're not trying to push out on this. They have no soldiers on the red side, but it's not gonna matter. And we're back to a stalemate. Uber's basically equal again, so yeah, just gonna try to build the sentry on last. Probably gonna see this Shea Sniper quite soon once they have the Uber. And that's about it, just a full reset. No off cost from red team, so it looks like they're probably gonna try to second a soldier in a bit once things equalize. Or maybe once again a trade. Oh, they're gonna go for the trade they use early. Leon didn't have a Uber yet. They knew about the very slight ad, maybe. Like,
the sentry's still up at the moment. People have took so low. Nice air shot by W. But only a couple of players. They can start pressuring now. Alien forced all the way into his spawn. Finally get took down. Only the spawners left, and they can't get anything. Badlands even up the scores again.
That was insane, to be honest. Like, they started with a 5% advantage, So I guess they just took the gamble and assumed that they had a bigger ad than they actually had, and actually had the luck that Leon didn't build entirely. Yeah, it was very well played. I'm not sure exactly what made them do that, but yeah, they won the round, so can't fault them for trying it.
And Smiley took low again in this round, very low, and the big bomb comes in by W. Players on single-digit HP at the moment. Leonard gone down, Alien gone down, Blood down as well. Gonna have to protect their important classes. That's Demo and Medic, and at the moment,
That's so
done
nice.
a stellar job of that. White.
The control point is being contested.
The big bomb by the soldiers.
It's very big. I could see Sia trying to bomb into the medic, but could not find the medic. Was just waiting in choke. Very unlucky, but I mean, just well played from your team.
Our control point is being captured.
And now this does look like there's a good chance they might get a second round on the board.
Yeah, just waiting for their final players to be coming up. Miners W just joined the combo. Now they can look at going in. Uber comes in instantly. Not quite took anything down yet. Sentry gun surviving for a while.
They lose their medic though, so if the Elkir is kind of disconnected, gets a scout now. As long as they play with Elkir, I think they can win this. But they do not. Only a scout reconnects with their medic, and just them not playing with heals kind of costs them, I think.
Alert. Our control point is being captured.
Still gonna sit around in this outside area here. Second part of second.
Control point.
They'll lose the point, but because of that medic death, Leonard Ruller spawning very recently, they're gonna be able to probably force them out here. Kuna takes a lot of damage, just managing to survive.
W does seem to jump right on their faces and forces them out. Stays alive as well on like 50 HP, so well played from them. And they know they have an ad. They were also building a bit better, it seems, than
They go
Leon,
in
so...
just in time. Big stickies onto Leonard.
Oh, Leon
goes
goes
down.
Well played. Kuna goes down though, so... Oh, and they lose a soldier down the pipe.
Big
This
fight.
W is gonna go down as well. Fine in the end, they once again have an ad, but it does seem like they're dropping valuable players during the Ubers or right after. They're not really playing together that much and getting collapsed upon.
Elkir surviving once again, but this time so many players alive on Badlands.
The control point is being contested.
Looks like we're gonna have a similar outcome of just the players being forced off the second point because of this Uber that can come out from Badlands much before it can come out from Process.
25 ads. They had like 35 ad first, so I guess it's kind of fading away. Leon is building way harder at this point, I think. Oh, not building much anymore.
Actually gonna get a lot of space, only just using this Uber now. Not quite being able to connect onto Leonard, but looking a much better push out. Leonard just about to get it, gets it, nick of time. Rocket was connecting, probably would have killed him, but what can these players do? Only a couple left, and it's not going well for the Process. Express.
Oh, yeah, alright. Despite the Uber still being in play for Express, it does seem like they did not kill enough players to get collapsed upon. Which, I mean, to be honest, I think they could have still held that. They lost two players, they lost their Angie and a soldier probably at the start, but it does seem like with the Uber they could have maybe survived had they played a bit better. But oh well.
Lead of this game going for the first time to the Badlands Miners.
They meet instantly, they just run into each other.
Both
Lot of
medics
trading.
very low. Leonard and Alien go down. Big rockets there by
Just Olga
W.
versus 3. At this point, Olga's just looking to trade one-on-one. I don't think Olga's trying to get more than 2 kills here. And will not get Shay. Definitely wanted to kill the scouts so they have less cap time and less space to take.
shooting 3 players in 3 different angles. It's a lot harder than it seems.
Was a very, very messy mid-fight. They just run at each other. Like one team went into a garage and just lost the other one in choke and just trade everyone instantly. W's trying to go behind, just hiding in the yard. And does have space. Oh, got
what
air
a
shot.
pipe.
The lock and load, you gotta respect it. It does not mess around. Well played to at least have the space there to jump. Was a bit unfortunate. Jumps into 2 scouts and a lock and load pipe. So scout 1v1 on the side.
Pushing around, a lot of damage and kills gone to process, but they're going to get their respawns now and they're going to make a case, try and walk into second.
Oh, and
Guna
Guna
dropped.
Oh, and they lose W on the flank as well. They've got to leave. There's no way they can hold this anymore. An unfortunate Guna drop. Very, very unfortunate.
Gonna start pushing forward here, try and go for this last point, and so far Frag's definitely on their side.
Instantly equalized. Yeah, very well played from them. They definitely just took all the space they could. They lost both soldiers there actually in yards, but then just decided to take a double scout trade into them, which dropped Guna, which was very nice from them. Just trying to trade at the Ubers and getting a demo kill off it, and then feeding one more player on the flank was very unfortunate for the other team, but just well played from them.
Gillian a little bit faster this time. We'll get some chip damage onto Kuna. Soldier bombs jumping in. Miners all the way behind at the moment, trying to bait his team, trying to get some plates. But while that's happening, Alien Smiley doing an excellent job. Gets 2 quick kills. Now it's just a soldier and a scout versus the world, trying to get onto this medical. This demo can't quite. Olga, he decides he's gonna run away, live another day.
Does not want to late that, which is fair. Oh, actually, Olga's hiding here. Going for the medic.
Gets onto the medic.
Oh, well played, well played.
Goes for the force.
The classic, like the spot is so obvious that nobody checks it anymore. So, and even just mistimes it kind of. But just runs past him.
Gets 2 big kills here. Looks like Alien was get caught out as well. Hits another 2 big pipes.
Very well
Onto
played.
Sneer.
Yeah, piping both scouts, like they can't even cap second anymore. Like even if that's all they get, without scouts, it's very.
They're
hard
actually
to-
onto the medic.
Wow.
Big lock and load pipes.
And pipes, the soldier as well. He just has to run. Kuna with some very nice lock and load pipes.
Is being captured.
Does it count? Lock and load pipes. That only time will tell.
Oh my
once
God.
again. Oh, and 3 kills. Wow. I mean, the CL kill counts as well. Let's just say that was a 4K.
Yeah.
Suicide on the kill feed, but that doesn't matter. That definitely was all Akuna.
We have secured the control point.
What an individual play. Really turns the map
Point is being contested.
on its head at the moment. Went from second all the way to pushing. Process is last.
Control point.
Shay on the snapper maybe gets headshot, gets an early force because of it. Not enough to get a kill.
Going down instantly. Look at sticking this right side. But at the moment she's caught in the middle of everyone. Hits a nice direct onto the medic. Will be took down. Blood on this heavy. Actually doing quite a lot.
Yeah, a lot of they having some good salvage there. Olga wants to go in on, but they still have. Oh, the heavy switching off actually. Oh, that is so unfortunate. Lot should still get this. Olga gets the arrow.
Boston bashes out.
That is quite unfortunate. Yeah, Lot thought he could switch off to scout again, but there was still just 1 low HP soldier on last to defend. Olga sees it, just runs in, and also gets the arrow. It's just, well, it's good heads up play from Olga, I guess. And unfortunate that Lot did not just stay and eat a sandwich or something.
Not around from Kuna though. Alien low again. Must be absolutely terrifying seeing these lock and low pipes whizzing by your head. You will get took down along with Elkir, but at the moment it's for free for the side of Badlands.
This is such a classic Granary mid. Like, just both medics die instantly, and then the rest just fights it out. This is Granary mid in a nutshell, to be honest. Like Sia just jumped into their medic's face, and then everyone else just battles it out. Leon died as well somewhere.
Oh, going into the medic now. Alien says no. Lock and load, providing some interesting plays for this tournament.
Yes. Lock and load's been a bit controversial, now that it's getting a bit more popularity. Before this, it was... I mean, I think it's still a downgrade, to be honest. It is not that good, but it is a bit frustrating to play against.
Moment, process. They're a little bit of a disadvantage. One round down. Slight uber disadvantage, but...
Because they still have the points here, they should still equalize. The ad won't matter unless they really... They don't have both scouts here, so yeah. But they want to take the trade still? Yeah. I was expecting this to be a double scout if they wanted to do this, but... Works
Alien
out still.
tries to stay out of it. Really nice flash prevents the death to W.
Not sure why W went in. I guess tried to kill the flank that was unbuffed, or maybe kill the medic and post trooper, but... Nice attempt, doesn't work though. Now they're down a soldier to spam this from Z, so maybe they get second now again. Love that.
Soldier actually in the background takes down this medic. Elkia still alive. They're gonna try and keep him. Kuna winning the 1v1 between the demo men.
Lod actually going for a nice play as well. Killed 2 people in Z, I'm pretty sure by himself. But in the meantime, Leon went down, so sadly it did not have the impact it should have.
Bit of a reoccurring theme in this game. Badlands not quite winning the fight, but keeping their medic alive, keeping a big uber advantage as loose medic falls.
Yes. Shay was a sniper, opts to not be an off-class, just be on scouts. Maybe could still go heavy or something, but just thinks that scout will be the winning factor here. Let's see what happens.
Kuna going through Uber out on this left-hand side. Medic goes down again. But the players sort of equal, never mind. A nice arrow. And it's just an engineer and a 12 HP soldier.
Oh, but wait. Oh. I believed in the engineer DM, but sadly it did not work out the way that they wanted to.
It's closer than you would expect, though.
Yes, Sia was like 10 HP behind or something and directed the medic, which still gave them maybe a winning edge, but it was not in time. And by that point, a fully buffed scout was just on point.
Definitely getting to be make or break time for process. 2 rounds down with 10 minutes to go.
Very doable still. As long as
doable.
Yeah, Granary is very still hittable, but let's see how this works out for them. Patch is in on the demo, dies for it, and they lose all
wrap around. Players appearing from everywhere on this blue side, gonna just flank in and overwhelm Badlands players.
Well, main good trades at least. Wanted more, wanted the medic of course. Leon actually on 30 HP there, so I guess it was possible to kill Leon. But you know, just at least trading for a player isn't the worst thing, just not what you want. But I mean, this is a good start for Process Express. They can definitely get the one comeback round, and then if you have like 8 minutes left for like one more round to equalize, that'd be very nice for them.
Actually on the spy at the moment, but yeah, he's too late. Uber comes out by process. Badlands running for the hills at the moment. Heavy will go down. The spy does get a consolation kill in the background. Make it 2 actually.
Oh, and Leon is very dead. Then where Leon is, all Leon can do is just try to arrow the soldier. Maybe get Sia in on the medic. That's the only option really.
I'm surprised that Badlands didn't leave him alone. Just sit him in that corner and make him have as late a death as possible.
Yes, for sure. That definitely was an option. I always feel scared doing that because like if the medic then lives or gets like 2 souls and gets the Uber again, then it's very embarrassing. But you know, that was definitely an option to just pat him. Oh, but Leon is low on mid. Ling gets bombed by Patch as well.
A bit of
Sia's
an
low.
overstay by the process. They try and sort of contest this grass area between second and mid and just get punished so heavily from it.
Yeah, the only consolation is that they do get the Uber out, but yeah, that was definitely not what you want to happen.
Control point.
Seems like they're trying to hold yard. Yeah, they realize. They realize they don't have the space. They should back off here. Alien is getting
Minus
bombed.
behind everyone, gets some really big rockets onto the medic. Goes down, but this health is so low for all of them.
That's
Definitely.
That's the thing that I talked about at the start. Like W definitely wants to go for very, very aggressive plays, likes to bomb in. And at that point, like he got some good rockets in. Had the team been ready to follow up on that? Maybe it's not being communicated well, or they already took a lot of damage. But that definitely could have at least got 3 people had they had W at some follow up.
Puna going down should definitely slow down this play. Uber's actually equalized at the moment.
Batch is
Both
still on
teams.
lunch though.
Both teams not really too interested in holding this middle area. Uber's traded, but in the meantime, Miners is gonna go down. Sia still staying alive, trying to that health back. Mingo wanting to go forward, but no, his team says no.
Patch is still in behind, being annoying. PZ's gonna die to it. Yeah, PZ was already low. PZ could not go in during the Uber because Patch was spamming him the entire time, and now Patch even got the cleanup of PZ. We tried to go back in.
Actually brings a scout behind to deal with him, and now he's into the mid fight here. He's gonna get a really nice cleanup rockets onto the demo and scout. One left. Blood doing his best Jiggle Bones impression. Finally cleaned up. And again, Elkia staying alive
Alert.
with his
Our
team,
control point.
no matter
Oh,
what.
PZ's in a great hiding spot actually. This is quite hard to check, and Alkir's not gonna see it. PZ's gonna go in now. One rocket. Oh yes, 2 direct rockets. That was very nice from him.
His
Oh.
team's coming in at the same time, and they're
Oh,
all
that
just
is not
getting
good.
punished.
Secure the control
That,
point.
oh, I guess they wanted to make space for him, but that was not the play. They just walked into there. That's gonna be it.
In
Hey, we're
the
gonna go
chat.
to map 3 now. So
Yeah, surely. Oh, they just end it? I thought I had like 5 minutes left.
it was a round limit
Oh,
5.
5 rounds.
Yeah.
Need to play more 6s.
Well, I mean, we've not done that for a long time, to be honest. Like 2 seasons now, or was it 1 season? Even? Like 2 seasons, I think.
Yeah.
So it's not been that long since we changed it. We just tested it and we're like, oh yeah, this is actually fine. So we just stuck with it.
So we can have a look at some logs now.
Oh, this time it does look like one person stands out. Olga showing that Granary is just another scout map, to be honest. Not the big deal. And Patch gets a 2 KD on Soldier. Patch doing some huge plays as well. Yeah, actually got a 3K on Spy apparently, the one last fight. I saw 2 of them. I think he got like a backstab on the scout trying to cap last, plus like a pistol kill, but I guess he got a turn as well that I did not spot. Patch takes no damage. Patch almost has bottom damage taken. Takes less damage than Leon. That is actually insane for the soldier stats. These look like scout stats.
Oh, he was on.
He's fragging. I guess he's just insane, playing out of his mind this map.
One thing to highlight from these logs: 17 deaths on Leon Hard, and only 10 on Elkia. Actually,
Yeah.
a couple of players on Badlands Miners dying less than Leonhard.
Yeah, this is a very surprising stat. But I mean, yeah, I'm not sure exactly when all of these deaths were occurring. I guess Leon just got cutted. got caught out a lot. Patch and W both like to jump into the medic all the time, so yeah, it was a rough game for Leon. I don't think Leon can do much about that himself to prevent some of those deaths. Just trying to follow up on what his team is trying to do, I guess, and getting caught because of it. Quite unfortunate, but yeah, I think it's just well played from the Badlands miners. I don't think Leon is much to blame, more so that the miners played it well.
Yeah, definitely. Possibly some problems in afterfights, positioning seeming to favor Badlands miners, but then again, in those sort of fights, there are quite a few times where Badlands miners would lose key players, like a demo man or one of the pocket classes. So I can't blame them for wanting to go for those sort of trades, and kind of unfortunate Leonhard going down them so much.
Yeah. So let's see. So Olga mostly got medic kills and soldier kills, which is an interesting stat actually. Olga got 8 medic kills. So I guess Olga was the pocket scout, so just running in with the Uber advantages they had and going for the medic. Most of them, I guess. Doesn't actually kill that many scouts, just kills the soldiers, kills the medics on Ubers and Uber trades. Post fights maybe. So yeah, just not much to say about it other than well played in that regard. Lod actually having good stats as well. So despite not winning, Lod's definitely showing that he has the DM to keep up. Doesn't do that much damage, but honestly, like had some well played moments. There was like the 2K that I saw where it just runs into Z, kills a soldier and a scout in Z, which is not easy to do in that area as a scout. So Shay's struggling a bit actually. Shay did so well on process, just carried the team there, but I guess this time was struggling a bit more. 17 and 18, which for a scout, is not what you want to see. Still did decent damage though, like 260 DPM on Granary isn't bad for a scout and doesn't trade that much damage back for it. 205 damage taken, which I mean isn't that an important stat, but it does show that Shay was probably doing what he was supposed to do, just wasn't working out most of the time. Got a bunch of assists, I guess, so maybe just dies during fights and gets cleaned up after. Not sure.
Now, looking at Metalworks, which sort of team would you say is favored on this? Is it more of a Granary sort of map or more similar to Process?
I honestly think that Process Express has a good chance of winning this one. Just because of the way they played Process, right? Granary is a very slow map. Metalworks is also, it's one of the slower maps, I'd say, like on the last, for example, and the second is also kind of hard to push at times. Though it is more in a closed space, like the mid fights, I think might favor Process Express a bit more, simply because it is a kind of more Process-like, I guess. The way they were playing Process mid, if they play the same on Metalworks mid, I'm pretty sure they have this easily.
I would say the one spanner that puts that into the works is Kuna. Had an absolutely insane last game. Definitely,
That is
I'd
true.
say winning the demo man 1v1. Actually getting a couple of kills onto Alien as well by himself.
That is correct, yeah. The demo man on mid actually in Metalworks is very important. Like if you get the right sticky, like on the main door or something, or just like in Valley, if you just lock out the other demo man, you can do a lot. Though I mean I'm not gonna discredit Alien in any way. Alien is also a very capable demo man, and I think it's kind of very surprising to be honest that Alien did mess up on the one Granary mid and died instantly. So I mean, yeah, Kuna can definitely make things work, and especially with both of the lock and loads being in play, mid fights can swing very fast depending on what happens with the random lock and load pipes hitting someone.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see how this map goes. Deciding map all coming down to this winner going into the upper bracket final against the winner of the other upper bracket semi. I think at the moment it's being streamed on Dum Tums. Not sure quite how it's going, but
I'm taking a look actually right now. Right now they're on Sunshine. I'm not sure which map this would be. Maybe this is a third map as well. It is 0-0, so it's very possible.
yeah. So both teams, both matches being fairly evenly balanced from the look of things.
Yeah, just waiting for people to be ready, I guess. They have 12 in the server here, so this shouldn't take long. Seems like Olga might be AFK, and everyone else, Mingo, seems to be AFK, so I guess maybe they're getting a quick drink. Which, by the way, I'm not sure how it is for you guys, but I assume most people have very warm weather right now, and you should hydrate. I have a bottle of water with me right now.
I have two beside me, so apologies if you've heard any drinking noises on the stream.
Are you part of the voice activity gang, or are you a push-to-talk enjoyer?
Voice activity gang.
I've gotten too used to push to talk at this point, so even if I use voice activity, I still press the button, so I just stick with it.
I think my favorite gang, though, is the F4 activity gang,
Yes.
and that's what's happened at the moment. Map 3 deciding map, CP Metalworks, between Process Express and Badlands Miners. How is this going to go? Who's getting into this upper bracket final? Kuna very early gets a lot of stickies down. Process Express slightly reeling from this, and he's just able to fire block and load pipes over and over, and nothing that Process Express can do can stop him.
This is such a like meta mid. Like they lose both soldiers, and the one that loses them man leaves. Like both of the scouts and both teams stay alive. It is as like scout meta as you can get. Just scouts stay alive and the soldiers second.
Blood getting took down this counter Uber, doing so much. LK drops. Just got the final saw that he needed. And Che at the moment trying for the 1v2. Can't quite get it.
Quite unlucky. I think Alkir was 85-ish, so definitely was still a couple
Bombing
seconds
in
off.
onto Leonhard, and they get onto him. Alien took down as well, and it's only led the spawner left.
Yeah, it's what we talked about earlier. W and Patch, they love jumping into Leon. Just both of them jump in and easy clean up in the end. Leon is caught in the door. Though W is very aggressive on Lost. Has to, yeah, okay. Lot took some spam, so W doesn't end up dying, but some unnecessary aggression onto Lost. Also, to go back to the mid-fight real fast, Alien actually had some very unfortunate spawns. His medic spawned outside of range when he did the first sticky bomb. So he did not have a buff on the rollout at the start, so he had to wait for a second, and then had a very slow rollout, like arrived 3 seconds later. It was part of the reason why probably that he ends up dying very early on.
Very unfortunate. I did not pick up on that. Well seen. But at the moment, Badlands, they're going to start walking in at the moment. Easy. Instantly picked. They're going to try and go for this gun here. But the gun gets frags of his own. Finally took down Kuna, trying to stay as far out of this Uber as possible. Do so much damage from afar. And Olga will just clean everybody up.
Yeah, well played. They pick up a soldier very early on. W does seem to jump into the sentry, which was quite unfortunate. A bit overzealous again, maybe. But doesn't matter in the end. They just get the kills, and the soldiers are unable to block. I think Sia tried to go for like some play wrapping behind, but because of that could not block the point in time.
Another mid Alien, slightly slower than Kuna at the moment, and it's like Kuna do so much. Process, they're going for this other side mid, going straight in, and they get down Elga. This is so much better. They just all run as a unit and overwhelm Badlands.
Yes, very good from them. Alkir did try to survive there, took a first rockets and then tried to kind of guide it away, but sadly, or fortunately for Sia, the rockets does connect with enough damage to clean up. And now it's a big advantage. Let's see, we'll go on Pyro. Ooh, this could be very dangerous. I'm not sure how much Orlga still plays Pyro, but notorious Pyro back when Detonator was allowed, and you know, maybe we can see some Gazi level plays, I'd say.
Gonna go through this right hand passage. Players took down very low actually. Just fading. Elkir dies.
W
But
saves
Badlands
the
are
point though.
holding the point so
Yes.
much better.
That was very well played from W. W blocked the point right in time. You see the cap time, there was one scout on point and W blocks it just in time, bombs the scout, saves the round. So yeah, definitely what I'm hoping for. W has been struggling a bit sometimes with the bombs, just trying to go very aggro, but this time makes the right call, just, yeah, almost lost the round and W not saved it. W is aggressive though, and they are also aggressive on him, so he's to jump away. Well played, almost got caught. See a bombing in the
so
right.
many players in this small space for process. Guna going in, getting the 1v1 with the demo man. Alien took down, and at the moment it's
Oh, just
Leonard.
Leon.
versus
Oh, Leon,
the
yeah,
world.
Leon's too close. Unlucky. I thought Leon was a bit further out and maybe could have survived, but yeah, there's no way at that point. Also well played from Elkir. Just was bombed by a soldier, but had to do a little surf on the low ground and was able to live comfortably with like 80 HP still, so well played from the Badlands miners to just stay alive and clean up. Oh, there was a sniper somewhere? The fort spawn or something? I'm not sure exactly. Oh, I think Shay was sniping from lower left from his perspective into the underpass. Gets caught though.
One's- Yeah. Well, that's a nice shot onto Kuna, but it's not a headshot, so he's still alive. Uber looks like he'll be coming out very soon. They take a lot of space of it. Elki getting a little low. They will be able to carry on. Getting so much space overrunning. Process Express at the moment. Heavy
But they have no HP.
down. Yeah. Just Alien versus the world at the moment, and yeah. We aren't going to win that one.
Yeah. Didn't pay much attention this mid fight. I was trying to look at Sia, what Sia's trying to do. Like last time, Sia's trying to maybe wrap around, stay on like the right side on his side. But got caught again, got spammed, was not able to follow up anymore. So maybe Sia has to be a bit less aggressive on these last holds when they're dealing with such disadvantages.
The control point is being captured.
Alien a little bit faster this round. Very well last round as a team, and they're going to start the same way as they ended last time, killing onto the medic. Both medics down though, actually. Definitely Badlands favored. Just Alien left.
Control point is being captured.
W wants to chase it. So does
Uno
Kuna.
wants to chase it even more. Lock and load's getting a little
Oh,
bit
it's just the sticky.
embarrassing.
W wants the Minecraft, but he sees the one sticky in front of him, so he can't go. Oh no. Yeah. Patch cleans it up, jumps from behind. Patch definitely has some very good game sense. Like Patch is a very good medic. Also, from what I can tell, like in the pucks in the past, like that I watched, Patch also is very capable on combat classes like Demo Man and Soldier. So yeah, very good presence. Knows that Demo is still there fighting W, so just jumps in behind, cleans it up for W, so W doesn't get caught.
Going to be equal Ubers at the moment, but two off classes on the side of Process. They're not going to be able to build as efficiently, but Che, he takes down the Boston Basher Scout. As if we can't build, neither can you.
It is always quite unfortunate if you're building with the blade or the Boston Basher and then you just get headshot. It's kind of like, well, I mean, if I hadn't built, I would have lived maybe.
Gets a nice shot.
Hey, yes, the Shay sniper once again showing its prowess.
Guna in a little bit of trouble at the moment, holding the left hand side. He can't really get out.
But yeah, Kuna does have the trap main. I guess just is watching that trap from where he's standing.
But while this has happened, Sia behind everybody into position at the moment.
Yeah,
They're a
already in
little bit
position.
wary of him.
He was so sneaky, even we missed it.
He's
Oh,
the
Elkira is
medic,
alone though.
gets behind. He hasn't heard it.
Oh,
Gets the kill.
that should
Will
not
go
have
down
happened, but yeah, it
for
did.
his trouble.
I guess while they wait for Sia to respawn, I was thinking right now because Poi was also in the squad but played Scout, and they also have Patch, who's also a very, very good medic on soldiers. So I guess like the French even have so many good medics that they had too many medics.
Process at the moment, they're trying to lead the charge. Miners gets in, no one's seeing him, but he's gone a little bit too soon. Will get the kill onto Shay, but if he stayed a little bit more, possibly gets that kill onto Leonhard, who but wasn't too good at the moment, and it's descended a little bit into chaos. Demos killing each other.
Yeah,
And
I'm not sure what's happening here. This is a very cool. Like, oh, they're going for the backup as well. Oh, they will catch Leon. Leon is alone.
Leon doing a good job
Oh.
dodging and diving. Shay managing to catch you up just in time. Leonhard, single digit HP.
W was hiding in a corner. Dies, response is hiding in a corner again. This, all of these red plays. I saw Kuna hiding in the back below as well. Like when they tried to push out, like there is so much fighting happening. There's another scout in. Like this is all just a bunch of red plays in a row. Olga just running into his death. Like this seems like desperation. I think something's going on with the calls. Like they're like something has happened. Patch is on spy here waiting. What is happening right now?
Can't do anything because Peasy is slowly walking behind everybody. Decloaks, shows himself. I don't know if Peasy actually saw that.
Doesn't
but,
look like it. No, it doesn't seem like he noticed. He's just focusing on the rollout.
But while this is happening,
he sees though. He sees it.
Our control point is being captured.
Process, they're all the way into second at the moment. Who was not quite stabilized at the moment, and now Process know
They're in fast.
that there's a player behind. Sentry going up
They have to get the
way
medic, though.
too late.
Can they block? No, they cannot. Wow. Okay. They almost got the Uber there, but yeah, they just have nobody left to block. Their one soldier's on spy, and W probably died at some point that I didn't notice. But yeah, they just have no more presence, and even though they were about to get over, they just lose anyway.
Moment, Badlands currently in the lead. Process getting that round. They're gonna need at least one more to tie this up. Kuna behind point, actually doing quite a lot. The left side push comes in. Process W actually on the behind, trying to get onto this scout. Goes for a crazy rocket, can't quite land it. And even with these low health bars, Process going forward, they take down the medic.
Yeah. Alkir dying very late, very unfortunate. From what I saw, because you were watching Kuna, I was watching Alien, and Alien actually sticked it off the top right, and both soldiers tried to go through that door. So the both soldiers took a sticky right on the start. One of them beeps the bomb because of it, so the soldiers end up bombing very disconnected. Patch dies very early on, and then W is stuck behind. So, and Olga's in here now going for the force, but doesn't get it.
Quite. But they do get the trade kill, they do get Sia down.
Control point is being
I think it was a blind bet, I'm not sure. It looked like a blind bet trap.
No, they can't contest the second point, and Uber coming out from Process. Elkid dodging for his life, just manages to get back in spawn. Uber fading, and Sentry Gun actually doing quite a bit of work.
Oh,
Finally
Husband Scouts, this
goes
is
down.
bad. Leon can get chased as well. Leon might live. Oh yeah, it looks like Leon is living, but they have to run here for sure, back to mid.
Only 2 players left. It's the spawner of Sia and Leonhard just surviving. Big disadvantage though.
Yeah, they lost the scout quite early on, and then the second they lost their other scout as well. There's no more way that you're capping lost, you just have to run away. And now the full Uber rat going to mid, but Sia gets the force in lead, very well played, and Peace is also behind, is getting chased though. But the others should get out alive, they no longer have the presence to chase.
Guna trying to go behind everybody. meets Jay. Jay says, "Have you met my scattergun as well?" And he will fall.
Now, Leon, they want to go very aggressively. They only have 3 up, so they have no eyes on the flank right now.
They do have full Uber advantage. Will get traded somehow. But Elkir's on his own. Elkir under the point. Will get took down. His whole team, they're trying to backcap at the moment.
Looks like they managed to stop it. Oh, well played. Yeah, they had 3 people, the only 3 people alive, all in house, so there's no way they're getting in without getting forced. Like, they can't see Valley, they can't see all the doors at once, but Alkir just on his own. The chaos just splits everyone apart. Tuna should go down as well. Yeah, they'll lose 2 players again. It's swinging heavily back and forth right now. 50 ad as well for Forces Express this time.
But try and look going into second. Obviously, demo down means no stickies. Miner at the moment behind everyone in this sneaky little spot will get caught out. Unfortunately.
It is also worth pointing out, in all this chaos, there's already 25 minutes passed. Like, there's 5 minutes left. Blue is down a round, so they probably need this round within the next 1 or 2 pushes. Let's hope they can get this Uber in fast, because Alkir is about to get Uber. Not yet, but almost 90%.
90%.
Shay is going in.
Shay tries to find something. Olga took down, but Alien has died as well. Uber just being forced out in the nick of time.
2 behind. They're gonna die. Oh, Alkir dies on the flank though. They were looking for the 2 people at spawn, but in the meantime, Sia gets behind on the medic. Well, I mean, in front, I guess, because just guns in forward. Yeah, quite unfortunate for them. They just are too focused on the people behind. Do not look forward anymore. But this is salvageable now.
That's his name. W sitting on point there. Both scouts run at him, and he hits 2 really nice directs into the wall. He kills them both at the same time. At the moment, the reef push is coming in by process. They're gonna take 2 kills instantly.
No assault. Oh, the trap!
What a trap!
Oh, PC's looking at that like, oh yeah, I was supposed to check that. My bad. Well, look at those die though. They only have the 2 players. They have 2 combat classes. If they go on the same target, no. The attention was split between the heavy and the demo. So they do hold for now.
Miners manages to survive the trap. Elkir going down really like that.
Actually, what I was saying earlier was incorrect, because apparently my timer is still broken. There's not 5 minutes left. Okay, I was wondering why, because there's no way there's 25 minutes of chaos here. I was completely wrong. My HUD is still a bit bugged. There's 13 minutes left still. Plenty of time for the blue team to make a comeback.
Uber advantage on Elkir, but that's gonna fall with a nice bomb from Sia. But let's see how much Badlands can get with this Uber. Only getting 2 players. Gonna be able to recapture the second point, but Uber coming out from process instantly.
The control point is being contested.
Looks like they're gonna get Mingo, but he is bringing the whole team away from point. Badlands actually fancying trying to contest this point. Kuna's doing quite a lot of damage. They actually managed to get through the choke straight.
So much damage, wow. They were down a player, they still decide to push that in, and they get so many kills. They don't have any scouts though, they have to look out right now for the bombs. Sadly, Sia does bomb in, no scouts to deny. They're so low HP though, they have less than 100 HP across the 3 of them. And W is still behind. Scout fighting on point now. Does die though, Lud does win the 1v1.
All this time has allowed Olga to spawn up Soul Defender of last team captain, but they won't try and face him. They're gonna wait, they're gonna get back to their team. Slight Uber advantage. We'll wait for that until they try and go for the bush-in.
Not a big disad, at least. But yeah, they're just gonna hold last. The sentry guns being built, they know they're not gonna push out on this anytime soon. Just gotta wait it out, see what the blue team's gonna try to do to hopefully get their comeback round. Or not hopefully, if you're the red team, of course.
Yeah. look like they're gonna be going in this right side.
Early Uber. They knew the
Early
outside
Uber.
ads.
Straight on the point, Elkier gets his Uber
Cap time?
down.
Oh,
but
they
they
did not
just
block.
cap it?
Wow. Yeah, they just go for Kuna. Kuna did not get a buff, a flash, so they go for Kuna, but in the meantime, Shay just stood on point and they didn't look at it anymore.
It's gonna make us all even. 11 minutes left to go on this final map. And if the last 2 maps have been a little bit of controlled chaos, this is certainly leading a lot more to the chaos side. Alien getting chunked down
Alien is
very
low.
low at the moment.
Alien
He's going to be
dies.
took down
Olga's
very
low.
quickly.
See us trying to do something. Bombs W, doesn't go for it, but fighting a scout behind now.
Alert.
Let's see.
Point is being contested.
They are kind of split right now. Sia and the scouts are. Sia and Olga, that fight is very messy. This is. Wow, Olga tries to spam. Now he's getting rushed by the other scouts. And there's still a fight going on the bridge. W's behind as well. There's
A lot of damage and forces them back.
Control point alert.
Yeah.
The control point
They do win it out convincingly in the end. They're 2 down. They only lost Olga. But like 3 different fights going on across the map. Like their house, on mid there was a fight, and then on the bridge there was a fight, and W behind as well. A lot of things going on at once. W takes a lot of spam, but will live, luckily. Oh,
Mid drops.
Elkier goes down. It's a very important drop right now. Rounds a recall. Patch instantly goes into the corner to hide, and Kuna gets a kill with the trap on the alien. So this once again should be a hold. They might just not push out on this. They might just wait for the round reset at this point. W also hiding on points, just waiting for the beam to get there. There's no way that they're pushing out anytime soon, especially still down Alien. Alien's about to respawn. Yeah, Chase is gonna go spy, check for off crosses. Not much is gonna happen here anymore. They're just gonna let this equalize.
Guess you have so many doors that you need to keep holding if you're gonna try and push out of last. Really gonna allow Badlands. They're gonna manage to even up on this Uber.
Off crosses have been checked. Shay knows right now there's no spy, so it's kind of free to play around. But the sentry, oh, instant headshot on Olga. Olga definitely is taking some very unfortunate headshots from Shay on process as well. And W goes down as well. This is not pushable, but I mean they can take a lot of space here. They're gonna stay on energy still, they're not gonna switch off, but they're still gonna try to take some space with Shay on the right side. It's very easy not to peek Shay here, but they definitely have to respect this. It does look like,
Peeking.
yeah, it does look
Patch,
like
I think,
lost
has
here.
spotted him. Will stop peeking the sniper, no matter what. And actually, Shay says, I'm going to go back. Players now restocked on the Badlands side.
Yeah, just very standard now. No crosses yet from Red Team as well. They probably could have taken one now.
They actually use it
Oh, wow. Yeah.
straight onto the sentry gun. Sentry gun going down, but they just get
Oh,
the
Patch
force
dies.
and nothing else.
Patch got air shot, I'm not sure. Patch died on. I see his original on the floor, but maybe just got launched. Maybe dropped to the floor and got headshot, or maybe got air shot. I didn't see exactly.
Got launched and then I think it was headshot. Sniper clearly doing a lot for the process side. Interesting enough about Badlands not going for any off classes at the moment. Got 2.5 minutes until this round resets to actually do something.
Yeah, I guess they really like the idea of just trading in aggressively.
They actually got themselves a considerable Uber advantage at the moment off
Yeah.
a trade. Gonna
W is
go
on
in.
the traps, but traps were not on W. They could have gotten a free soldier kill. Soldiers distracting. Olga's too low. Olga's out of the fight. And does look like they will hold. Yeah. Well played from them. Both soldiers are low, so luckily the soldiers live.
Get
He's
a
just
lot of time on the point from W. But a lot of Badlands players, they were so
easy.
far away, they couldn't really do too much when Process Express rushes the point.
They have a heavy still, so it doesn't look like they will have too much to work with, but Yeah, Olga just ran in and killed PZ, who was just holding on the little roof on the flank. It does seem like there's a banner in play here, which is Patchouli. Yeah, Patchouli has a contra here, and will be going for. I guess this will be an Uber trade first, and then a contra play, maybe, or maybe they do both at once.
60 seconds left to do something in this round. Uber up from both sides. Elke going in. They do force the Uber.
The sentry's not
Leonhard
going down.
going down very low, actually.
They lose W and did not get the sentry. The sentry getting that down was the most important thing for the conch play to actually be effective, because they all have to
Punch
run in.
actually comes in. And like you said, the sentry is doing bits. Only Kuna and Elke are left. Make that just Elke running into the wind. Sia trying to chase, but he's not quite got the help for it.
I'm not sure what happened there. Like they had a scout in on the Uber. That was it to destroy the sentry. They had a solo squad Uber and just didn't destroy the sentry.
Process capture the second. That's going to reset this round timer. 4.5 minutes left on round, which means that pretty much whatever happens this round is going to be final round. No time to get around if the timer goes down to 0. We've reached equilibrium again. Uber's just about to be equalized. No off classes at the moment.
I assume they have golden cap roll similar to NTF2CL, right? I assume they just have the cap roll round after, and if not, it's a mid fight.
Miner walking in, can't quite get anything here.
Stays alive though, plays it well. Usually W tends to just jump in and die for whatever play thinks he can make, but stays alive, well played. Is able to go again.
Press going in again, gets some really nice rockets.
Well played. Yeah, so even though they got Patch kind of was overextended, though luckily, because W stayed alive, they do still get the force.
Uber coming out from Badlands. They're not really getting too much. Lud doing a good job dodging and diving, but the refight, crucial kills, getting on the side of Badlands, and it's a scout versus the scout and a medic. Boston bashers are out at the moment.
Wow, I think Olga like died for like a second or something. Olga suddenly stood still, and that could have been very bad. Like Olga was like 100 HP, could have gotten meat shot in that moment where you stood still.
We have captured the control point.
Spawners up on both sides, but it's going to be Elkia with this big Uber advantage. Just rejoining his team now, so you should be expecting the Uber charge any second. They haven't been too successful recently in the last couple of pushes, so let's see what changes now. Uber in, Kuna straight onto everybody. They're all crowding around the sentry. Sentry goes down, big pipes onto the players, and it's just Lud and Shay, the last people standing. Lud can get nowhere near the point, and that's the third round to Badlands.
Wow, it was yeah, well played. W actually playing the point there, which was kind of funny, but I mean it works out because nobody's contesting W until the end. Just gets all the cap time. The scouts can just go for kills instead.
So I'm doing that last attempt on mid, on last, where he got so much, but the team wasn't quite close enough. This time they link in. This time, all of the space that Kuna buys goes to their advantage. Now Process, they really have to win this mid, and in a convincing style. W straight in onto Leonhard and takes him down. And I don't think it's good enough. Mid actually falling the way to Badlands at the moment. Just Shade, the last man standing. Yep. He'll be took down as well.
They have 2 minutes, they can do this. They traded medics, so but Process Express is gonna go have to be very aggressive on this. They cannot give up any more space at the moment, or they'll just get stalemated into end of the game. But yeah, good mid fight, honestly.
Yeah, definitely.
On the mid fight, like they definitely had to kill the medic, and they had both soldiers plus Kuna come in. So even though their medic died behind, they still like just ran into the medic, able to trade it out.
do instantly get a kill onto the soldier. You know,
W
on
tries to
crit
win in.
streak, that's gonna mean they're gonna have before even Elkia has. So Badlands, they have to back up, they have to respect this crits.
Alien does jump in and says connect from the beam, so if they want to quit him, then this is not going to work out. They do trade demos. This might be, yeah, this is scout crits. They use it now, and the Uber comes out. Olga is not reloading, he's using his melee, which, let's hope, yeah, okay, he's trying to reload now. They cannot go too aggro on this though. There's a doorway here. They just want to stay alive.
Low health bars on Badlands.
They
And
lose
it's a
both
little
scouts.
bit of a disaster. Process, they can get this. They have just enough time.
Yeah,
But
see,
they have
trading
to
with
push
W.
very hard.
Yeah, this trade favors the attacking team. They do have Patch sniping in the forward spawn, so they can go for this play, but they have to give up second for sure. Actually, Kuna wants to... Okay, he's just setting up traps, I thought he was gonna contest. He's gonna wait, yeah, Sniper opens the door but does not get the medic, does get blood, so that's at least a nice consolation frag.
But crit streak, it's fully built.
Yeah,
Uber
it's on
hasn't
Alien.
been built. Shoots the medic, can't quite get it. None of these stickies are quite connecting to anyone.
W
Patch
flanks.
goes down.
W had an amazing
big
flank.
double kill. Just two
That's
players
GG.
left. 15 seconds left. Sia, he can't do anything. It's down on Lud, and Lud is ever so far away.
Love that flank from W. Yeah, Lud is just hiding here, but well played. They like just spam out the door. The demo man cannot peek. Alien does not get any kills. Even the soldiers bombing him with the stickies, and then W just runs through main into the medic and demo and just kills them. Just amazing play, just to not die to the crits there.
And really, this map was just fully in Badlands' control. They had
sure.
the reins the whole time. Through tiny mistakes of their own that they were losing rounds, losing positioning, but overall, comfortably taking it. A couple of scares though. Now they'll move on into this upper bracket final. Which do we know which team they are facing yet, or has that been decided yet?
I'll see on the page if I can. Granary Farmers apparently, so let's take a look.
So 2 games going very close here, actually. Going down to the... Well, actually, it was a 2-0 Granary Farmers managed Ghost tournament, and fairly decisively, if that.
Was it double? Okay, I guess I think the maps on the tournament page aren't correct because it shows product clear cut, and I'm pretty sure they did not play double King of the Hill. The clear cut isn't a map. Well, I mean, this was the one that Dumpton was casting though, and I saw them on Sunshine, right? So this, I mean, did he play a double cut? I don't know.
I mean, at the moment on Dumb Stream, they are on. No, wait, he's watching. Game.
Yeah, let's see. So yeah, Granary Farmers versus Badlands Miners. I'll take a look at Granary Farmers roster actually for a bit.
At the moment, we have logs on screen again. Kuna doing excellent again. Elkia slightly getting caught out in the medic versus medic. 3 drops on him. But no matter that, still big logs from Badlands minus Kuna, 320 DPM. A little bit or less impressive on some of the numbers, purely because of the amount of stalemating and the amount of sitting on last compared to the last couple of games.
Does look like Alien struggled quite a bit compared to Kuna on this map. Maybe just isn't that used to playing Metalworks. I know Alien does have prem experience as demo man, but I'm not sure if those had like a lot of Metalworks in the pool at the time. Because we brought it back kind of recently, so there might have been like a season before Metalworks. So maybe just not his type of map at the moment, not the one that he's used to playing.
2 big stats that I can see at the moment is Olga going 34 and 14, and Shay slightly behind him at 30 and 15.
Yeah, definitely. Once again, Battle of the Scouts, like Shay and Olga both have been showing they're very much capable of fragging. Shay struggled a bit more on Granary, but I mean, it's definitely showing that is very capable to be the scout that is showing up. W as well, actually getting decent stats for considering W's play style of just going for hide plays, sack plays, like just bombing in, like still getting the 22 frags and like getting the second top frags on his team. Definitely means that W was showing up, getting the bombs needed to take the space.
Very effective. Roma. Definitely when he had the team behind him and pressuring with him off his plays was definitely when Badlands were the strongest.
Yeah, I think like I mentioned before, W likes to jump in aggressively. On process, it definitely kind of felt like disconnect from his team at times, but this time, like and as I mentioned, like the final play of W flanking, like there's definitely something going on there where W definitely has moments where he's just playing out of his mind, making the correct calls, and just basically winning an entire push by almost himself, just by following up on the team or being followed up upon. All right. So we will be going for a break, and we'll see later on for the next game. We're not actually sure which one we're going to cast or casting the farmers. We'll see later on. Though we will be back for sure. Break now. Bye bye.